Guess who's back? I know. Okay, so it'll be the last time I come on today, okay? Except for at 3 o'clock, we're going to be doing a spinal stenosis scoliosis situation that is beyond over the top. And somebody that we worked on. So you take a look at this doc demo that I'm going to do with her and watch what she's got to say, where she came from, where she is right now. Now, this same person will be here on Friday. And I'll be doing another interview with her because guess what? Do you know how impossible becomes I am possible? When you take massive personal action and say, guess what? When they tell you this is all you can do for you, this is all we can do for you, you know what you say? I know this is all you can do for me. Now I'm going to go someplace where they make the roof, okay? They make the roof the floor, which means that, guess what? Unlimited possibilities. So if you knew that you were a spirit being and you were educated as a practitioner, that the spirit is the most important part of anything that you could bring down to this planet, then you would understand something. That the spirit heals the body. And it's the love of self that actually creates the healing. There it is right there. So welcome back, brave hearts. And this is the 6-day advanced water fasting challenge. And guess what? This would be the 6th day, right? And tomorrow is celebration day. And tomorrow what we'll do is we'll actually open up the phone line. So if people want to call in, they can talk about their story, the bumps and the grinds, or the celebration of the detox, or maybe some kind of emotional, psychological breakthrough, because that's what the advanced water fasting does. Psychological and physical. And understand, if you if you really want to have permanent health, you have to have a psychological change, because your personality creates your reality. And the physical, you're never going to have permanent physical changes, okay, unless they cut that leg off or they remove the part of your spine. I get that, but you're never going to have a permanent healthy change or healthy body unless you change first on an emotional level. Okay, all right, so that's really the bottom deal. Okay, now I'm going to go through what's coming up quickly. I'm just going to answer like 10 questions, and then tomorrow I'll answer whatever questions you put under here. And tomorrow I'll take the time to do it. But I just did a show, okay, which is part of our series, The Root of All Disease, and it was called Spinal Stenosis, Surgeries and Implants. Check it out if you want. But that was an hour, and so I can only be on for a bit. I want everybody to know something. I get it, okay? We promised everyone that they could get infinite iodine at 25% off. I said I'm only going to do it once. And we're sold out of the infinite iodine. We're sold out of the iodide, except for the 4-ounce kits. Now, I usually wouldn't do this, but the reality is, if my word is not good, then nothing is. Okay. So we have all the shipments coming out. We will be shipping everything out again because we sold out. We didn't know that we were going to get thousands of orders, and right now we're getting phone calls like crazy. And I just want to put an end to it, that we will keep and honor the 25% off. And if you order, we'll hold on to it. And what we decided is, worst case scenario, they said that our kits, which we're almost sold out of, will not be here for, I won't be able to ship everything out 2 weeks from today. But now I just got a phone call that our iodine will be here by this Friday or Tuesday. Now, I talked to Terry Mullins, he's the inventor, and he's coming on the 16th, okay, to do a show again, because so many people had so many questions. We went 2 hours, and now we've got like 50 questions from people. So he's coming on. I'm going to do an interview with him on the 16th, 17th. We're going to do a live Q&A. I'm ending the 25% off at 1 minute to midnight on Friday. That's the 18th. That's a long sale. That means that I've allowed everybody to take part of the 25% off, and then that's it. I will not be doing 25% off ever again. Terry doesn't want to do it. He says it's too much. And the reality is I don't think it's too much for you guys, but at the same point, we won't do the 25% off again. So, and that's a long time that he's allowed me to let this run. Okay? Okay? But the reality is guess what? If I've got 10,000 people that have tried this infinite iodine, it's the only pure iodine in the world. It's believe it or not 1,000, but 10,000 times smaller in molecular size than any other iodine. You can nebulize it and clean your lungs up and reverse really chronic bad problems of the lungs. But guess what? The iodine helps to disinfect. So you spray it in the back of your throat. It'll kill any virus in 15 seconds. That's not me saying it. It's the NIH, Dr. Steve from the NIH who said it. And you can also put it in your vagina, put it in your eyes, put it in your ears to disinfect, to get rid of infection, inflammation. And you can also make a pad out of it and put it on things like eczema, psoriasis. But you can even put it on an open tumor, breast cancer, things of that nature. And the reality is there's no toxic side effects. And just so you know, back in 1974, they stopped putting iodine in products and they put bromide. And bromide blocks iodine. So that's why they say that people have so much obesity today and overweight problems and thyroid problems and metabolic problems. And guess what else? They say it's one of the main causes of breast cancer. And whether you want to believe this or not, everybody needs iodine every day of their life. And if a little girl doesn't get iodine by the time that she's 6 years old till she's 12 years old, the risk of breast cancer goes through the roof. The risk of fibroids and endometriosis goes through the roof. I'm not making this up. This is science. And also, remember, there's no toxic effects. Where Lugol's iodine and Nacean iodine, you need iodine, but they're actually toxic. And I've had patients take too much of these two iodines and they blow their thyroid out. This won't happen with ours. And this is why we sold out. I hope you know that we had 3,000 of each product. And we blew the iodine out in 34 hours. In 34 hours, we're totally sold out. I've got 10,000 coming in. Feast or famine, whatever the case may be, everybody can order as much as they want. This is the first and last time for the 25% off. And you'll see that I have to follow through because it's not me saying it. Okay? All right. So Wednesday, June the 2nd at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is tomorrow, we'll do the fasting celebration chat. And you can call in if you want. We'll have a little chat and I'll answer the questions. Okay. Now here's the deal, everyone. So just so you know, we are keeping our office, okay, in Canada. And we're going to be fulfilling in Canada, our fulfillment. So nothing's going to change. It's just going to get better. Got to get better. And but here's the deal. Our main office, really, because about 70% of our staff is going down to Ixtapa, Mexico. And I don't want to confuse people, but I will be calling all the people. We have now about 22 people coming to Ixtapa for the September 11th training. You can come just for the 8-day whole life coach, or you can come for just the 11-day Wolfe Non-Surgical, or you can come for the whole 22 days, the New World Practitioner training. But here's the deal. I'm going to let people know right away because I just made the change today. Okay, so I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm going to go to this intensive course. Yes, you do get 2 days off in 22 days of training. But when we finish the training on the 22nd day, okay, which is October the 2nd, okay, then we've got October the 3rd, which is a Sunday. That's your day off. Then we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, okay? So October the 4th to the 8th, which is something I just added. So it's a 28-day course in all intents and purposes. If you'd like to join me, there's no extra cost. I'm not upping the price. I've always wanted to do this, and I'm going to do this. So as of October the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, from 9 until 11 in the morning, we're going to get together for a really organic juices. Well, when people come, they're going to eat all the fruit they want, and we're going to have all the organic juice you can drink. Okay, this is going to be the most beautiful thing. Go check out Ixtapa Palace in Ixtapa, Mexico. Zuwantnagel is the international airport, only 12 minutes away, 15 minutes. We'll pick you up, we'll bring you, we'll drop you off. Okay, all right, and we're going to treat you the way you should be treated. And then we're going to meet at nighttime for bonfires. But what we're going to do is, when we've done the 22-day training, we're going to take Sunday off, and then we're going to come back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 days. From 9 until 11, I'm going to do a talk. From 7 to 9 at night, we're going to do a talk around the fireplace, okay, around the fire pit, okay? And we're going to have music too. But here's the deal. Why would I want to have people come another 5 days? But only do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night, because I want them to diffuse. I want them to enjoy everything that we have to offer. Go snorkeling. It's only 15 minutes away. The most amazing snorkeling. There's an island with these beautiful little deer there, okay? And there's a crocodile park. I mean, these crocodiles are like 12, 14 feet long. And it's just so beautiful there. Anyways, so why do we want to do a 2-hour training twice a day? Well, there's people that are going to want commercials. There's people that are going to want their websites built. There's going to be people that are going to have all kind of clinical questions and how to run their clinic, okay? Taxes, how to do your taxes best. We have the best tax people, okay? And we know tricks, okay? We know tricks, okay? And these tricks are legal, all right? So we're going to get you with the best tax people, get you the best social media planning, the best marketing. We also build websites for all our practitioners if they want at cost. We do your commercials for you, and we do professional photography for you, and we're going to take a look at what let's say this is going to be my clinic. Well, then I want to have you get pictures of it. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to help you design it, like how the room should be. What's the best setting? You know, I've been doing this for over 40 years. So I've always wanted to add this, and I want to add this because guess what? I'm already in paradise. And after we do the 22-day training, everybody's got to get this. We will be doing treatments down there. We'll be doing treatments in Canada. But the reality is guess who's my main focus here? Practitioners, trainings and courses. I've got a Healthy to 100 conference coming up in the fall. It's a 3-day training that's going to be global. Okay, we've got what's called a master practitioner advanced training that people pay a small fee, and I do an intensive training with all my practitioners every 2 weeks, okay, for 2 hours. The first one is kicking off this Sunday, and it's an 8-hour training on products, protocols. And so if you've ever taken a PTT or you have taken a course from me, or you're a professional and you want the nitty gritty of this, call us, or you can go to the funnel that we've created for it, and you can purchase this. All right, but just understand, it doesn't matter if you don't want to do that. I still do practitioner trainings almost every week, no less than every other week, and they're free on Tuesdays. So I'll be doing one today, everybody. So all of you practitioners that are out there, and just know this, it's all about training. It's reprogramming the brain. You are a genius, but sometimes we can have some really stupid beliefs, can't we? That really limit our finances, that limit our healing, that limit our feeling. Okay? All right. Now, the next Waterfast, everybody, is July the 14th. That will be the kickoff. I'll get on for an hour and 20 minutes, show you everything to do. Okay, that's the preparation. The preparation is a 2-week preparation because you're going to do the perfect day diet. Okay, I don't want to go into all this right now because I got to make it short. I'm on a timeline right now, and then that's for 14 days, and then we're going to kick off on July the 28th, the 6-day advanced water fast, so you can watch for it. Okay, that's about it. So I want to cut right to it. I don't want to talk about anything else. Oh, just know this though, if you want to get the information that you can't get on Facebook or YouTube, go to my Telegram channel, t.me/the Doc of Detox, or go to my Rumble channel, Doc of Detox, or my BitChute channel, Doc of Detox. That's where we can post things we can't post here, okay? All right? Okay, so just know that in September 11th to October the 2nd is the 22-day course. Then you'll get a 1 day off. And then we'll do 5 days with 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. And we'll tighten up everything. Okay? Can't wait to see you. Adriana, I need to find out how much is staying there beside the course. I thought you were going to do one in Orlando, Florida. I'm not even sure what she's saying. Okay, Adriana, I need to find out how much is staying there beside the course.
Accommodation price.
Where?
That's what she's asking. How much is it to stay there?
Oh, we'll have those prices today, and it's going to be the most reasonable price. Everybody that will be staying at a stop, I'm not going to say. I really don't want to say, but I will have that price for you by the end of the day. Okay? By the end of the day. Just know this. Whatever you're going to pay, it's going to be a deal. You can tell me yourself when you come. And you can go on and take a look at Extampa Palace. That's the next place we're doing courses. And in Extampa Palace, you can look at the rooms, look at the pools, look at the whole area of Extampa. Go on and watch the videos, okay? All right? There's bike trails for like, I think, 25 miles. And they are smooth and beautiful. And you can walk around Extampa at nighttime, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's just totally peaceful. There's only 3,200 people that live in the town, okay? So I've been there many times, and you know what? I'm telling you, when you come, you're going to love it. Jeanette, will you take my challenge of healing an advanced cataract? My doctor is wanting to schedule a surgery, of course, but I want to do non-surgical. Well, non-surgical doesn't get done on the eyeball. And a cataract, what really gets a cataract going, oh, my glasses. Can you have somebody bring them in? I changed my shirt. So anyways, I never, when I'm on here, I try to do this. But when I'm on a computer, if I watch TV, if I work on my phone, or if I'm in a place where they have blue light, which we don't have any blue light in our place here, like is in lighting, I always wear my Teslas everywhere I go, even outside as sunglasses. Teslas are the only glasses in the world that are fluorine lenses that will actually reverse cataracts and brain damage. You heard what I said. Because what's happening is the blue light from the computer and these lights here from your phone and everything else are poisoning your brain. Thank you, Psycho Elite, because they're the ones that invented this. And they could have invented a frequency and a light that came off that actually healed our eyes and our brain. We're light energy electromagnetic beings. I hope you get this. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So these things were done on purpose to make you sick. Okay? They just want you living long enough, but not too long. They want you suffering because they live off of your pain. I don't care if you believe me. It doesn't matter. Okay, tell me a world that can't get the poison out of the water, out of the air, out of the food, and then tries to drain your brain with toxicity. Seriously. Okay? Right. We can put somebody on the moon, but we can't get the poison out of the water. Okay? We got to keep on putting mercury in people's mouths and poison them. Seriously. Enough is enough. So this is the main thing that you need if you don't want cataracts. So just so you know, 10,000 Chinese children from the age of 18 to 25 are diagnosed with cataracts every day now because they look at their phones more than anyone else. There. And that's the God's truth. So your eyes are burning, stigmatism, detached retina. This is all about blue light. Blue light is, some people say blue light is more toxic than the 5G. And understand, that's the truth. Go watch some videos by Dr. Jack Cruz if you don't believe me. Now, if you want to reverse your cataract, I can tell you right now, I've got a gentleman, he's 82 years old, and it took, I think, 6 months to reduce his cataract by 60%, but he bought a Bioptron light, full spectrum light. If you want to go look at it, you can see it, EMF/Energy Med on my website, and go to store.docofdetox.com. He also wore the glasses. He also sprays infinite iodine into his eyes. He also puts in his eyes fulvic bright eyes nano drops. He also puts in silver bullet spray. He mixes the silver bullet spray with the fulvic nano drops and he sprays that in his eyes. And he does it throughout the day often. And he does the infinite iodine at least twice a day. Okay, and you can also use a nebulizer like this. This has infinite iodine in it. Let me see if it's on. Look at this, see? Can you see it come out?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So that's infinite iodine coming out. And what he does is he does this. Watch. He puts this, which is supposed to be on your nose, and he'll go and do this. And he'll put this here for a few minutes. And so anyways, it's infinite iodine's the smallest molecular size of any iodine on the planet. We know that iodine disinfects, and then it's the greatest disinfector, isn't it? It's also the greatest communicator in cells. So, but what he does is he'll hold it here. But what's more powerful than a liquid? A gas. You got it. And you know that. Remember the last time somebody farted? That was pretty powerful, eh? Okay, all right. So, where was I? Okay, and then you've got to go on a perfect day diet, no inflammatory foods. You got to learn how to calm down so you're not triggering your adrenals and cortisol into your body. That is eating up your eyes, okay, because it's acid. So the more stressed out you are. Okay, so these are all the things you do. So even if a person went for surgery, do you think they should eat right, think right, drink right, and look after themselves? Yes. So I'm not going to tell this person. So when he's saying, I will challenge you on the non-surgical, we don't do Wolfe Non-Surgical on the eyeball, but you could use a clapper, which is right here, and understand something. If I had a cataract, I'd be clapping this area, I'd be clapping underneath, and I'd be clapping up above. Any place that you increase circulation, you increase the healing. Okay? Isn't that the truth? How much circulation does a dead person have? How much circulation does a sick person have? How much circulation does a healthy person have? That's right. Because the more circulation, the more energy you have. The more energy, the more you heal. So get some going, get some energy going, get some circulation going. But I want your non-surgical. In other words, have you experienced success with an advanced cataract? Oh, yes, sir. I have. Oh, Jeanette. Yes, ma'am. My apologies. Didn't see your name. You have changed my life from tutorious to exemplary, wonder-filled. Well, thank you. Jean, how much would it cost? But see, what I would do is understand something. I would actually get a perfect day consultation. I mean, everybody should do that, okay? I mean, why wouldn't you want to know how to be the captain of your ship from the minute you wake up until you go to bed? Oh, never thought of that? No. Band-Aid therapy doesn't work, okay? All right, Jean, how much would it cost to stay there and take the entire course? Well, the entire course is $8,000, okay? And it's 28 days right now if you don't know that, right? It's 22 days full on from 8 in the morning until 4 o'clock. And then in the 22 days, you've got 2 days off, 3 days off. There's 3 days off in the 22-day course to give you a breather. And then at the end of the course, you've got the Sunday off. And then we come back for 5 days, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. So it goes 28 days. So if you don't want to come for the 28 days, I get it. But if you want to come and you want to stay, and it's $8,000. If not, if you just buy the Whole Life Coach, it's $3,500. And if you just want to buy the Wolfe Non-Surgical, it's $6,000. And understand something. There's your manual. Okay, that's the manual you get for the Wolfe Non-Surgical. And can you ask them to bring in the Perfect Day Manual, and I'll show you. This is 360 pages, and so is the Perfect Day Manual. Okay, we're talking about real learning and real guidance. And if you were to take a look at our manuals, you'll see that there was no expense spared. Okay, so and it's all step by step. And then the Perfect Day Manual, you'll have without doing any tests. You don't need to do any tests on the person. I have enough in there that you can assess them from their nails to their skin, to their eyes, to their hair, to the symptoms that they have, and you'll nail it. You know what? After I left Toronto, I said, that's it. We used to run 15 different tests for our patients, and I stopped doing all the testing, and I went, this is nuts. And that's what people are. People are nuts, and they're test nuts. How many people go to the medical doctor? They can't get enough tests. Well, if you test long enough and strong enough, you'll find disease in me, but my body's fighting it, okay? Yeah, we forgot the body actually fights it, heals itself, as long as you self-care, self-love, right? Kihu. So anyways, I'm going to give you the price on the lodging. Everybody keeps wanting to know in Ixtapa. And understand something. We are going to do courses in the United States, but understand the greatest lockdown is coming in North America. So you can think that you're set free and they're going to loosen it up, but they're not going to. And understand, here's a bombshell if you didn't watch this morning. Those people that got the V, you're not going to be able to fly because you have blood clotting, and you'll either you'll stroke out, have a heart attack, or you'll have thrombosis. And understand something. So now all the flying industry is coming together, all these companies, and going, what are we going to do? We can't allow people that got the V to fly. And meanwhile, you got the V to fly. The only reason why you're going to get to fly is if the government says, guess what? If somebody dies or has a stroke or a heart attack, they'll be able to sue the government, because no flight industry is going to be able to stay in the air with what's going down right now. So you better get that. I'm not making this up. I'll get on tomorrow or the next day and I'll read the actual article that's actually going down, and understand something. No industry will be able to stay in the air with lawsuits, okay? And the reality is this. Guess what? The people that got the V, they can also go to the Red Cross and give blood, and they're not going to ask them if they had the V. So you watch yourself. Don't you dare tell me that there isn't psycho killers on this planet. But then guess what? Before you got here, you said, yeah, I can do this. I can come to this fun-filled, life-threatening adventure called Earth. Because guess what? When you're a child, you love playing imagination, and you love doing things where your life is being threatened. I mean, take a look at these Nintendo, PlayStations, or Xbox. I mean, somebody's always getting knocked off, but you get to start over again. Hey, that sounds like eternal living to me, doesn't it? So the reality is, if you actually really think about it, do you actually think about it? Most people don't think. And the reality is, if you're not going to be your own detective, your own practitioner, you're never going to unleash the real you, which is a genius, actually. Kihu, how effective is the enema? Oh, it's totally effective. Our ultimate coffee enema, where we use black gold, where we use tummy love, okay, and we make our own organic green enema coffee. We make it, okay, we have it made for us. And the stainless steel enema bucket, it's the only way you're going to clean the liver. And if you don't want to do the ultimate coffee enema and you feel like you're getting old, then guess what? You're never going to get there. So if you do the advanced water fasting, the perfect day diet, you do the ultimate coffee enema, you're going to rock that show. And that's it. That's it. Let me tell you something. Nobody ever truly heals unless they shut their digestive tract down, because you need all the energy in the world to create a miracle. And that's why we do the advanced water fasting with the products we do, because it doesn't turn on the Krebs cycle. And if you don't turn on the Krebs cycle, if it bypasses the Krebs cycle, and if it doesn't turn on the digestive tract, then guess what? Instead of just doing water and salt, like a lot of these fasting guys, because they're hardcore, and getting yourself a headache and achy joints, achy body, you can do the advanced water fast with us and take 4 different products and rock that show. All right, Mary. Can alkaline water be used? Yes, it can be used, but structured's better. Lydia, when I clap my skin, it gets itchy. That's because you've got poor circulation. Can you grow bone back? Well, yes, you can. And you'll do it with Merigen, and you'll do it with Cardigen. Merigen is twice as strong as Cardigen. And guess what? It's the only product that you don't grow bone back. You actually get the calcium that's lodged in your joints, lodged in your muscle tissue, in your tendons, ligaments, and in your brain. And when you use this calcium ion therapy, which is calcium ions, like I talked about earlier, it'll go and it'll actually, because calcium ions and iodine ions, they're the greatest communicator for all your cells. And without those, you're toast. And that's why after the age of 30, 40, you go downhill. I take Merigen twice a day. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want. The reality is I'm worth it. So now, when you take this product, it turns on your bone making and breaking, okay, and restoration, as if you were 18 years old. And that's the prime of your bone making and breaking. So guess what? We did find the holy grail of turning back the hands of time with the infinite iodine, with the calcium ion therapy. All right, so you can grow bone back. Yes. What do you think fractures are? Listen, my partner had a fracture that was 3 inches, that was 1/16 of an inch wide. You know what they said? It'll never heal. She'll break off her tibia and her fibia because you had a fracture in both of them. She'll never be able to walk again. I said, how long is it going to take if you did the surgery? It's going to take 12 to 14 months. Guess what it took? It took 14 months to completely heal it. And that's with this product and with the ion therapy. Thank you very much. And guess what? When they tell you that it's impossible, you just take the impossible and do I am possible. I was created by God Almighty and I'm going to act like it. Martha, if people are pooping in their pelvis, why aren't they dying from E. coli infection? Well, you have an immune system. And guess what? They're dying from autoimmune diseases, aren't they? Aren't they? Aren't they dying from autoimmune diseases? And guess what? Where do you find E. coli? You find it in the bladder with bladder infections. Where did the E. coli come from? How many people have bladder infections? Everyone that you test with a bladder infection has E. coli in the bladder. So understand that, Martha, and understand something. Martha, if they weren't pooping in their pelvis, why do they have cysts on the ovaries? Oh, were they cursed by God? Where do you think all this pus, okay, bad bacteria, okay, where did this pus and bad bacteria come from then? Where did it come from? It just happened? No. Where do you think the endometriosis came from? Where do you think the fibroids came from? Where do you think the leakage came from? 49% of all women leak urine in their underwear because of pelvic inflammation. That's right. Where do you think, you know what? It's like this. Your bladder's a sac, the waste goes into the body, and it sits at the bottom of the sac, and it irritates it, and the sac shuts itself down, and it can't hold urine. Okay, and eventually, the valve gets irritated and inflamed, and guess what? It can't shut properly, so you keep dripping. Or you feel like you got to go to the washroom, and you get there and nothing will come out because it's in spasm. Okay, and when you've got infection, then you get inflammation, your bladder closes down. All right, so yeah, people are pooping in their pelvis. Well, the reality is I don't see a lot of practitioners out there, Martha, offering a money-back guarantee on their consultations. I do, if you follow through. And if you started doing the daily cleansing tea, tummy love and black gold, and you just did that, and then later, if you believed in me and you kicked in the ultimate coffee enema, it's over. 85% of all your diseases, inflammation and infection is over, minimum. It's over. But no, you keep on thinking you got to do this, Band-Aid that, and find out what happens, right? Let's put it this way. I've been in the poop business since I was 17 years old when my grandfather got colon cancer. All right. Susan, I hope I don't have to have my screws and rods removed. No, why would you? Skydiving accident. So the reality is what you might want to do is around the area, make sure that you pull the scar tissue apart so you can get beautiful connective tissue. Okay, and just make sure that it doesn't stiffen you up that you can't move. And remember, you'll keep on adding calcium and scar tissue to wherever the rods and screws are. Tanya, no antibiotics, then how do I get rid of the infection in my toe? Give me a call, I told you that yesterday. Jean Ann, I have always bruised. What does that mean? It means that you're pooping in your pelvis. It means that you have root disease, and that root disease is your large intestine, and which means you're rotten to the core. So when we have enough infection come into us, and also if we emotionally, okay, have beliefs that we're unworthy, okay, that will always be poor. We have poverty consciousness, that who would love me, or love is so hard to get, or, you know, let's put it this way. Toxic beliefs and a toxic diet, okay, will cause a bruised body. If I pick a fresh piece of fruit, okay, off a tree, and I drop it, it won't even bruise. So do I look like I'm fresh? Do I look like I'm rotten in the way that, do I look exhausted? Do I have black circles under my eyes to show that my liver's backed up? Do I have bags under my eyes to show that my kidneys are in trouble? Do I have bloodshot eyes to show that my nervous system is racked out? Okay. Do I have pale colored skin because I'm anemic because my bacteria are mainly bad bacteria in my large intestine? Do I have deep wrinkles to show dehydration and stress? Okay, so that's just a few things. So the reality is that you bruise because we call it rotten to the core. And the reality is that you have actually disintegrating tissues, okay? And you have toxic fluid, intercellular, extracellular, your lymph system's backed up, and your blood is toxic. Now, you could go to the doctor and he'll say, no, your blood is good for your age, but he's looking for a disease. I'm looking for infection. And understand something. I am right. I love being happy, more than right, but I'm right. I'm right about this. Let me tell you something. Healthy fruit doesn't bruise, and healthy people don't bruise. And if you bruise without even doing clapping, then you are in big trouble. You're not healthy. If you clap, look how hard I'm clapping. Now I clap a lot, so you know what you would think is painful, I call therapy. And I'm not telling you that I have people physically and emotionally abuse me and I get off on it. I'm talking about clapping makes you healthy. Okay, clapping does what practitioners aren't going to do for you. So I can clap like hard. And when I first used to clap, I used to get these black blue dots. Okay, but most people will go just really black and blue here because this is reflex to the heart. And guess what? Most people have heart problems because they don't know about self-love. They don't know about unconditional self-love. They don't know about unconditional self-care. They don't want to ever put themselves first and foremost before anyone else because that's selfish, and that is religion. That's a religion. I'm not telling you that your church teaches that, but that's a religion, okay? You know what? Somebody will say to you, don't be so selfish. And do you know what they just said to you? I want you to live my life, not your life. You think about that. God bless. Have the best day of your life. I'm going to be playing at 3 o'clock today the scoliosis, spinal stenosis video. You check that out, okay? And then tell me there's no hope. And then I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and tomorrow is Wednesday. And then Thursday, I've got Peter Webb coming on, and we're going to be talking about Crystal Life products and how something beautiful, okay, something beautiful never wears out, never breaks down, and if there were a new virus or if there were a new type of ingredient or frequency or supplement, he can actually use radionics and actually put it into every bodyguard, okay, put it into every protector, which is for a big house, or into any guardian that will do 50 acres, okay? No, 5,000 acres, sorry. No, 50 acres, my apologies. That will do 50 acres, and we can use what's called a defender to do a 50-acre building, which could be a school or a church or a hospital, and you would be protected from the EMF and from the 5G or the 4G, whatever's there. And it also creates a barrier, okay, from other frequencies we don't even know, like cell phones. If you could see how many cell phone calls are coming through here and going through my body right now, you'd be shocked. How about multi-millions? So we need to learn how to protect ourselves. If they can use blue light to poison our brain and our eyes, and 5G, okay, 5G to sterilize, okay, to actually sterilize, because that's what 5G is going to do. It's going to make people infertile, and it's going to cause neurological disorders right through the roof. Okay, if they can do that, why can't we use positive frequencies like radionics? And understand, I'll let Peter talk about it, but you know what? You know, he had just 2 months ago, this lake in India couldn't grow any algae, couldn't grow any fish. It was completely dead. Okay, we'll have him talk about that, how the fish have returned and how the algae come back and how the water is the proper pH, and he didn't even go there. He used radionics, and radionics is a science, and if you think it's voodoo, then you don't know what science is. And if you believe what's going on today is science, then you're truly into voodoo. Have the best day of your life, and just know this: you need to unleash the practitioner from within, and find your brave heart roar. Take a look at my 12 loving steps. Get yourself some Braveheart love bands. Connect to your lion heart breathing. Put a slight smile on your face. Walk around. Shoulders back, chin up. I got this. And when somebody's giving you a bunch of BS or telling you to do something stupid, don't be so stupid and do it. Wake up. You've got a genius in there. And what are you scared of? You're scared of your government? You're scared of the medical system? You're scared of the cops? You're scared of the aliens? What are you scared of? I don't even think you know what you're scared of. I think you're running a fearful program, okay? And just like any program, if it's a dominant, prominent program, you don't even know you're running it, and you're running yourself into the ground. God love you anyway. You have a beautiful day. Take care. Good day, Bravehearts. I know that you know that the landscape has changed. I know that people like myself are being censored. Understand something, though. They can shut me down, but they can't shut me up. If you want the real truth and you want me to actually keep bringing information that I truly believe can be not just life-changing, but life-saving, please go to my Telegram channel, t.me/the Doc of Detox. First, you have to download it. You can download it on your phone or on your computer. Also, you can go to my BitChute channel, the Doc of Detox. I am going to continue to give you the most amazing information to help you to change your brain, to change your life, to save your life, to help your family. But some of that information can never come on some other platforms, and you know that already. So I don't want to get shut down, and I don't want to shut up. So go to BitChute, go to Telegram, but on Facebook, I'll keep coming here and pouring out my heart and teaching you how to take massive personal action on your life. And everything that's on Facebook, everything that's on YouTube will always be on BitChute, and it'll always be on Telegram. Love yourself well, Braveheart, but take massive personal action. You are the change that you've been searching for. God bless. All around the world.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it's an honor to be here to see all you brave hearts.
Good day, I'm Dr. Darrell Wolfe. Do you know why you or your friends or your family are struggling with their health? Well, because they've never been given a strategy. And every time they go to see a health practitioner, whether it's medical or natural, all they're doing is getting Band-Aids. What if we were able to create a strategy that you could create the perfect day from the minute you woke up until you went to bed, and then we continue to guide and support you along your journey as you grow, your program grows. And what if you only paid one price, and you had unlimited support and guidance for the rest of your life? That's called the Perfect Day Consultation. Let me ask you a question. How would it feel? No, wait a minute. How would you like to get the life that you promised yourself or the world promised you? Well, let me tell you something right now. You're never going to have it unless you search for different. And you know what that difference is? The New World Practitioner. Yes, the New World Practitioner training, the 21-day training, okay, is that training. If you want to become something different and you want a different outcome for your patients, and if you want to become financially successful, I have the team to do it. And after the training, guess what? We've only begun to work together, because united we stand. And I will show you that a New World Practitioner is different than anything else out there, and you will be able to push beyond all the beliefs that were blocking you from your success on all levels.